Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Fighting out of the red corner, wearing white, trimmed with red, he comes into the ring with a perfect professional record of 28 victories without a loss, and 25 of that victory total have been knockout victims. This native of Warsaw, Poland, now lives and fights out of the windy city of Chicago, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the undefeated pride of Poland. Here is Andrew Golota. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trimmed with red letters. He's a 1988 Olympic silver medalist and returns tonight to his hometown. As a professional, he has captured 3 world heavyweight title belts with a record of 38 victories, only 1 defeat, and he has stopped 32 opponents by knockout. He is considered by most experts to be the best heavyweight in the division today. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the last man to hold the undisputed heavyweight crown from Brooklyn, New York, the People's Champion, 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe.
All right, Andrew. Riddick, we're boxing under the rules of the New York State Athletic Commission. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Shake hands, come out boxing at the bell. Good luck, 12 rounds.
Jim, when I asked Golota whether he thought he could take Riddick Bowe's punch, he said sweetly and succinctly, I have to. Let's see if he can, because that's going to tell us what kind of fight we have.
Well, he's never been down in his professional career. He was stopped only once in his amateur career, and that was on a cut at the Olympics. You see those tattoos on Riddick Bowe's chest and back in honor of his children, his wife Judy. And there's even a face of Riddick on there with a little caption that says Big Daddy. Begins. Lou Duva promised us that Golota would not be the standard straight-up Eastern European fighter, that we would see head movement and bending from the waist and a more fluid boxer-puncher style, and certainly Andrew's trying to effect that from the beginning. Bowe takes his time, wants to get a good look at Golota before he begins to step it up with the jab.
Right, step back, step back.
Almost 500 pounds of heavyweight in there.
And the big question early, as Larry pointed out, can Andrew Golota take Riddick Bowe's punch? Hasn't been in with anybody like this, so the first time Bowe unloads a right cross, we'll try to get a look at how well Golota can handle it.
Riddick Bowe wants to keep this a nice boxing match. Get the other guy, make him an amateur. Now, Golota, he needs to rough it up, get dirty, and make it a free-for-all. That's the only way it can become a free-for-all.
Golota throws and lands the first right hand of the bout.
So far, it's been all left hands except for that one punch.
Bowe wildly misses with an overhand right. Golota has been matching Big Riddick, jab for jab.
But as long as it maintains a jab match, Riddick Bowe is going to stay in control because he has the more experience. If Golota gets in there and starts making it rough, then Bowe is going to be out of his house.
Golota throwing more punches early. Golota delivers the first body punch, misses a right hand. Bowe now backs Golota up with a jab, and Golota misses over the top with a wild right. Bowe stepping inside and gets hit with a left hook for his trouble. Holyfield was able to land the left hook with stunning regularity against Bowe. Now Golota is just short with another right hand, but it caught a piece of of Riddick's skull.
Bowe has started slowly in the past, but right now, Golota has dictated what's happened here in the first round. And Bowe may be surprised, Jim, that a guy is out jabbing him.
Now Bowe lands the left, but feints and holds back the right hand. Now a quick combination inside by Riddick. He seems to shed a little of the 8 months worth of ring rust, but Golota comes back with a combination of his own.
Riddick Bowe told him Golota to come on, and he didn't. He should have.
He hit it with a 3-punch combination there, George.
I don't think there's any reason off of that round for Golota to lose any confidence or feel as though he doesn't belong.
Stand up. Move your hand. All right. Feint and stick. Get that stick working. That hook and cross is a good combination against his gun. Don't wait on him. Don't wait on him. You're up the all time.
All right? You're boxing beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing. And don't get lazy on the inside. God damn it, when he comes inside and grabs you, you got to move your hands. Bend your knees, move your hands.
Give him the shoulder, get on the inside, and you punch.
They may have ignored Golota before the fight. They can't ignore him after that round, but it's only 1 round.
Main voice in Golota's corner was Roger Bloodworth. Rest assured you'll hear more of Lou Duba as the bout goes on. 84-year-old Eddie Futch declined to wear a radio frequency microphone for us tonight, so what we get out of Bowe's corner is more on the catch as catch can level. In round 1, Golota threw 24 more punches than Bowe. Now Bowe traps Golota in a corner, but the big man gets away.
Well, Golota, it's to his advantage if he keeps this thing all mixed up.
And now Wayne Kelly is warning Bowe about holding and hitting, and Golota took that overhand right and seemed to shrug it off.
It hurt him a little bit, I think, and it wasn't because it was fairly thrown either. It was behind the ear a little bit. Riddick Bowe keeps his left jab working. It's no contest, but if he gets out there slugging and roughing it up, Golota can win this fight and win it big.
Bowe lands a hard left hand inside. Good short left hook. Comes back with the right. Golota lands a left hook. And Golota matches punch for punch against Bowe. Golota going downstairs. Might have been a little below the waistline. Kelly's watching upstairs to see if Bowe holds and hits. Now Kelly comes back and tells Golota to keep him up.
Golota's doing a real good job of going to the body. Riddick Bowe has got a little flesh down there. He should take advantage of it. The fight may go 12 rounds. You get in your body punches to your advantage.
Both men landing inside before they step away and create distance again. Bowe reaching with the left jab. Golota certainly willing to jab with the big man so far.
Bowe's been most successful with the taller fighters because he's never learned to throw that right hand straight. It's always overhand right. He's the only fighter that never developed his skill to the fullest potential.
Good left hook by Bowe. Golota comes back with a series of body punches. Bowe's landed a couple of heavy shots in this round. And there's another one as he gets the left hook in inside. Golota's dropping the right hand and creating opportunities for Bowe's left. But now here comes the Polish star again. Pretty fast pace in this second round. Crowd lights up as Golota lands a combo. Bowe's wobbled.
Boy, these are big guys laying some big stuff on each other.
The only thing that Riddick Bowe has been in these kind of fights before, Golota, this is new territory. You get in and mix it up with guys who can be there for 2 or 3 rounds more doing the same.
He's proven he can take a punch, George, but you don't want to take too many of those.
Not at all.
How many would he take? And while you say Bowe has been in wars like this, he hasn't been in a war like this against a guy as big as Golota.
That's the way to fight. You can't get lazy on the inside. Shut up, Sam. You can't get lazy on the inside. You understand me? You have to fucking keep them hands up on the inside and keep punching with this bastard. He's sucking wind already. And when you step that jab in, you snap the jab in.
Andrew,
don't play with it.
We're watching it. Andrew, this guy's tired.
Early in this round, Bowe went to try to be a brawler after finding that his opponent could jab with him in the first round. And then later you saw what you're seeing there, that Golota took a left hand and came back and dished out some of his own.
Well, in the first round, Golota threw 69 punches. In the second round, he threw 77. So Golota is putting out a lot of work so far. Bowe stepped up his punch count in round 2 to 68. That was a very high work rate for both heavyweights in round 2. Now they go to the third of a scheduled 12.
This big guy, Golota, is a good athlete, and he is a tough customer.
I hadn't seen too many right hands as quick as Bowe's, and Riddick just landed a right cross. But again, Golota appears clear-headed as they go about their work in the first minute of round 2.
They must feel that Golota is dropping his left because of all of those big rights that Bowe is throwing.
I think he drops both the left and the right. What do you say, George?
I just see Riddick Bowe has turned this into the kind of fight that he need not have to with his experience and left jab. It's all turning for Golota. It's all working for Golota because this is the fight he needed.
We used to say he was the best schooled big man we ever saw.
I've never said that.
Oh, I did.
No, he's never been.
And he has gone out of school in his last few fights.
He's never been able to throw a straight right hand, and because of that, he misses a lot of overhand rolls.
Why would he slip into brawling with Golota? Is it impatience, George?
Well, he want to get a knockout. He feels that this guy is underrated. I mean, beneath him, he's underestimated him. Now he's going to have to fight it out for 12 rounds.
Well, if you had to guess right now, you think the fight might go the distance, huh, George?
It looks like it to me because Golota has landed good body punches early on to take some of the steam out of would-be heavy punches for Riddick Bowe in the latter round.
You wonder if Golota will remember to keep going to the body as the fight progresses. No question there's an opportunity there for him if he can remember to keep doing it.
Riddick Bowe can use that left jab, it's no contest. But if he stands back and wait to mix it up, it's a fight.
Action slowing in round 3. Golota comes out of the clinch with a left hook. Bowe landing with a right and a left himself. Golota turns Bowe's head with a left hand. And when they're doing this, they're not standing at distance and boxing each other, which is what would be good for Bowe.
Golota is not able to continue round after round with that kind of experienced fighter.
Golota with a solid low blow. Wayne Kelly stops and warns him. No point deducted so far.
He said the next time he would take a point.
Yeah, that was the second warning for low blows, so the next time would make sense. Bowe missing with the left hook. Golota looks very calm in there as round 3 comes to a close. Certainly not overwhelmed by the occasion, at least not so far. Bowe slapping and trying to land a right. Golota blocked that one and rinsed Bowe's head around with a left hook.
That was a right to the stomach, followed by a big left hook. Folks, we've got a fight.
Take the counter punch. Look where this guy's going. He's leaning up. Start putting the shots on me. Okay? Okay. How you feel? Okay. All right. Don't stand up in front of your man after you finish the combination. Okay. Go right back to the jab after you finish that combination.
And here's the Polish fighter coming back from a right hand with his own good right hand and a big left hand.
All right, second
Did you
out,
say he
let's go.
poleaxed him there, Jim? No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. But if you want to, Larry, you know, have at it. Golota's punch output dropped considerably in round 3. After throwing 70 punches around in the first 2, he was down to 49 in round 3. But Bowe was taking a bit of a rest too. Round 4 begins.
Now, if Riddick Bowe is going to fight it out with Golota, he's got to keep fighting. He can't give him any breathing room and hope that he tries to pace himself.
So you no longer think that he has to jab with him?
Well, he's already deserted that tactic. Now he's going to have to fight it out with him. Fight it out every round, though.
So this is going to then come down to conditioning and stamina.
That's right, and Riddick Bowe has found out probably I'm a little tired. But I've been knocked down before. I got up. I can take it.
What a fascinating turn of events it might be if we get to those 11th and 12th rounds that the Bowe camp insisted on, and he's the one who's at a disadvantage because of conditioning.
A good straight right hand in that exchange by Golota.
Golota's already shown that he's in good shape.
And shown that he can fight a little bit too, right, George?
He's not backing down from Riddick Bowe, and who is a good puncher, good fighter. As a matter of fact, he's trying to take the initiative from time to time.
There's a right and a left inside by Golota. Bowe landed some heavy punches earlier in the round. Now it's Golota who is doing the damage.
And Bowe caught an awful lot of left hooks from Holyfield. And remember that Lou Duva was Holyfield's co-trainer for many years, and he's looking to catch him with that left hook again.
Hard left, hard right. Bowe wobbles into the corner. Golota goes in to look and see how much more he can do. Bowe is unable to stop Andrew Golota's left hook. Golota just missed with a left that might have done some serious hurt. Bowe trying to jab his way out of a crisis here. And now the champion seems to have regained his legs.
Is Golota doing enough, George?
Golota just doesn't have enough confidence to know that he has the fight in control. If only he can now point his jab and be a little more accurate with his right hand, he can get himself a knockout.
He looks like he's breathing hard inside.
It takes a lot of confidence to put out that much punching power and continue to do it.
You saw Golota measure Bowe for the right hand and then missed it. Another low blow. This is a bad one. And Wayne Kelly is going to have to give Bowe a timeout. And there's the T for the timeout. There's a point deducted from each of the 3 scorecards. That point goes against Golota. This was a bad low blow foul.
You got 5 minutes.
And it's bad because he's virtually won the round with 19 seconds left in the round. And now it's going to be an even round.
Well, and it's terrible for Golota because he's been in control of the fight.
Took a point away.
But it doesn't do Bowe much good either, I got to tell you.
There it is. George, can Bowe come back from that?
Well, Bowe never should have laid all the way down like that. You lay down like that and you give the other guy confidence that he never dreamed he would have had in this boxing match.
All right, quickly, let's turn to our official rules guru, Harold Letterman. What's up here, Harold? 5 minutes, right?
5 minutes, exactly. Riddick Bowe can take us up to 5 minutes to continue in this fight. If he doesn't continue after 5 minutes, he loses. He cannot win the fight on a foul. I think he'll take the full 5 minutes. Why shouldn't he?
Well, if I'm Eddie Futz, I'm yelling at him to take the full 5 minutes.
Ready to go? Ready now.
Don't know what Riddick is thinking.
Andrew.
Wayne Kelly conferring with both fighters.
Time in.
And now Riddick's ready to go. He did not take the full 5. He didn't take anywhere close to it. So Bowe, perhaps not wanting to give Golota any more confidence, steps back up after what appeared to me to be less than 3 minutes of his allotted 5.
Two things are happening in this fight. One, Golota is beating Bowe to the jab. And 2, he has proven so far that he can handle the pressure. This is how Golota hurt Bowe within the rules, with those kind of punches. And that one especially, that wobbled Bowe. All the talk before the fight, George, about how slow Golota was. I don't see that. I've never seen that. I thought for a big man, he had reasonably fast hands. What do you think about his quickness with his hands.
Riddick Bowe is just not in shape. That's all there is to it. From the opening bell, this guy has not been in shape. He underestimated this fighter, and he's getting whipped.
He made it abundantly clear yesterday when he sat down in our meeting and wanted to talk about Tyson and Lewis and didn't much want to talk about this guy. Harold Letterman, how do you have it so far?
Jim, 2-1, 1 even, 38-37, Andrew Golota. Like Larry said, Golota had that 4th round one. He hit him low. He loses a point that becomes 9-9 instead of 10-9 Golota, and that kept it a little closer. But I want to tell you something. Andrew Golota was landing low blows in rounds 2, 3, and 4 constantly. And I'll tell you, I'm glad he lost the point. He deserves to lose a point. He's really whacking him low, but he's fighting a good fight.
Yep.
Now, Larry mentioned about the hand speed of Golota. This guy's been in the camp with Lou Duva, the Holyfield type combinations. His hands were always fast, as you mentioned. Fast hands, a lot faster than you would imagine.
And he came in here with the expressed intention of fighting what was the Holyfield fight plan against Bowe in their first fight. Box, stay at range, move from side to side. Well, obviously, that's not going to be Golota's style over 12 rounds. He's going to have to brawl, and he's getting it done.
And he's acting more like the experienced fighter. He gives Bowe his shoulders when they're in close. Doesn't give him a good shot.
Oh, he just landed a dynamite combination, left and right. Bowe handled this one, but Golota is the man who is landing the showy punches here.
Bowe is starting to go down below the belt a little bit too there.
Stops punching, and Bowe's able to establish an initiative. Golota's punch count in round 4 was back up to 76. He's been the busier man. Bowe trying to come back from having been on the canvas after a low blow in round 4.
One good thing Golota is doing inside by turning his shoulder is he's not allowing Bowe to throw that great uppercut inside that we've seen him do in the past, George.
He's giving him that shoulder every time side of him. Not open for that uppercut.
Saw Bowe make a half-hearted effort to the right uppercut. Golota rocks him back with the right hand. Bowe steps up against the ropes. Golota rocks him again with the right hand. And a left. And another left up top. And the crowd is oohing and eyeing at the work that's being done on Riddick Bowe by Andrew Golota. Ago, Lennox Lewis came in here with a big showcase against Ray Mercer and barely escaped with a decision. Right now, Bowe's in pretty much the same position that Lewis found himself in through most of that fight.
A big round for Golota.
It's been that way throughout the fight.
And remember what we pointed out before the fight. How many punches Riddick Bowe catches. And here you can see more of the same. The Polish fighter is maintaining his poise. He's not overextending himself. He's staying in good punching position. He looks like the pro right now. And through 5 rounds, Golota has landed 45% of his jabs to Bowe's 21%.
Golota is throwing more jabs and landing more, as well as doing more damage with power punches. So far, it's been his fight.
I'm starting to think now about that 12 rounds.
I'm telling you, that decision could come back to haunt the Bowe people in a big way.
But he may need those extra rounds, Jim.
Well, they might have seen it as 2 extra chances to knock Golota out if Golota tires in the middle portion of the fight, as they expect him to do. So we'll be watching Golota's punch count to see if it goes down after round 6. And here we are in the 6th stanza right here. All right, what does Bowe do now, George?
Well, you know, Golota was really smart in the first couple of rounds. He went down to the body to ensure himself if this fight goes beyond in the latter rounds, Bowe will not have the power. Now, Bowe is trying to get a knockout. He shouldn't do that. He can still pull it out on points and be a little cautious.
Has to go back to basics, and right now he is.
Bowe trying to reestablish his jab here in the 6th. Once again, they get in close, and Bowe not able to launch those uppercuts, which have so defined the best of Riddick Bowe in his 3 battles with Holyfield.
The problem has been Bowe has not quite measured the distance when he moved away from Golota's left jab. He thinks he's out of the way, but Golota catches him anyway.
Well,
that extra reach.
It's that extra reach, isn't it? And Bowe's not accustomed to being in with a guy who's got a bit of
That extra reach has paid off good dividends for Golota.
This Golota is no stiff in there. He's an athlete.
I thought that Bowe might have been wobbled a little bit by that left hook.
He was.
Riddick's punch count goes down as we get past the midpoint of the round. Crowd tried to lift Riddick with a chant of "Let's go, Bowe." Golota has taken a little bit of a rest in this round, but still giving a good account of himself, punch by punch as he goes along.
When Bowe seems to take one step out of the way, he should take his feet along with him. Otherwise, his body is right there for this Golota to hit him.
Golota lands another left hook inside. Bowe tries to come over the top with the right and misses. Golota goes back to the body. He's done too little of that in this round. Golota starting to fall in love with his ability to hammer Bowe up top, and now another low blow. And let's see if Wayne Kelly takes another point.
He
does. That's the second point deducted from the scorecards against Golota.
Is that clear? Don't do it again. Time.
So now Bowe with his second time out of the fight due to low blows. And Golota has lost a second point. And Harold, what comes next?
Jim, the thing that comes next, without question, is a disqualification. I mean, I don't know how much of this Wayne Kelly's going to put up with. Andrew Golota has been whacking him low the entire fight. He's taken 2 points. I don't think he'll take 3. I think if Andrew Golota hits him low again, flagrantly, Wayne Kelly throws him out.
And you have to assume that that's what Kelly was telling Golota moments ago in that neutral corner. Here's the low blow.
You know, it's obviously not deliberate, but that doesn't make any difference.
All right, once again, Riddick's got 5 minutes. Should he take the whole 5, George?
You know, I wouldn't give this guy any extra courage. Hey, he hurt, hit me below the belt. The Peter Rabbit punch, go right back and fight back, quick.
Left hook by Golota. Reestablishes his authority as soon as they go back together. And we've reached the midpoint of the fight.
But I'll tell you, Riddick Bowe is taking a beating, whether it's legal or illegal, one way or another. He's getting hit a lot of punches from his knees to his head.
Like this. You gotta walk, you gotta move your head when you're inside. You gotta move your head because you're standing right in front of it and all you got to do is punch, okay? Okay, Bowe?
Gotta fix his tape, both tapes. Somebody gotta take care of the tape Riddick's runs here. It's coming off. No, you gotta do better than that.
What are you about him low? Tape.
Riddick, you worry about the fighting. I took 2 points off him, okay? All right, well, just you take care of your business, all right?
You got it.
It almost sounded there like Riddick Bowe was looking for a disqualification.
Seconds out. I'm stuck.
A stunned crowd here at Madison Square Garden.
They are near silence as the 7th round begins. Obviously, it's a heavily pro-Bowe crowd, and now Golota goes to a neutral corner as Kelly once again gives Bowe timeout. Time in this time, beginning of the 7th round.
Riddick said to us the other day, why don't I have to train so hard to fight a bum? He's finding out right now.
Not only that, he's finding out how it feels to be hit below the belt. He's done a lot of that in his career.
That's right. This is not exactly the world's cleanest fighter in there getting hit below the belt. He's had his own fouls. Bowe tentatively trying to establish something. Golota just keeps beating him to the punch. Now Bowe goes back to the jab, but he's tasted so many power punches, George. he's not aggressive enough to step in there hard anymore.
And he can't seem to take one of Golota's double jabs. As soon as he double jabs it, Bowe stands still.
Golota right on the belt line with that right hand, and Kelly was watching all the way. There's a left right on the belt line. Golota's going to have to be careful about this stuff. Bowe landed an uppercut finally.
1 point.
Is he taking a third point for low blows? That is the third time that he's deducted a point for low blows.
So now, I've never seen that
I haven't either.
before, and we're only in the 7th round.
And now he's going to talk to Bowe about holding and hitting.
And that was the 2nd time in the fight that Bowe did that.
Come on.
Now the tape is coming loose on Golota's gloves.
There was another one of those body punches right on the belt line. Golota is flirting with disqualification here in a fight that he seems to be winning big against the guy called by many the best heavyweight active in the division. Giant right hand over the top by Golota again.
All because Riddick Bowe is standing still, underestimating the reach, not miscalculating how long this guy's arms are.
You heard him in Bowe's corner saying you can't stand right in front of him, but he keeps standing right in front of him, and he keeps paying the price. And Golota loaded a right hand up there and looked for a one-punch knockout and just missed.
Whenever Golota throws the combination, the things go good for him.
He's just hammering Bowe in close. Just hammering it. That was another low blow. Down goes Bowe, and that's it.
That's it. Great.
It's a disqualification.
It's time to someone that understands that you're going to have to keep the rules in this business.
And now there's a fight in the ring that's been started by some of Bowe's handlers who went after Lou Duva, and somebody's going to get hurt in there. Somebody's going to get hurt. And there are more people trying to go in. And security.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. They'll stop it. Don't. Get back. Go back where you'll see the tongue. Get on back.
My microphone got knocked off my head.
Don't do it, son. Don't do
There's
that.
danger all over the place here. This is a very desperate situation. Lou Duva's in trouble. Lou Duva's in trouble on the ring mat. Duva's down and they're lifting Duva out of the ring.
They're going to cool it out.
Duva trying to help his dad out. This is just an awful looking situation in there.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait a minute. It'll be okay.
George Foreman trying to be the peacemaker. What are you doing? What are you doing, guy? What are you going to accomplish in there?
Look.
Now the fight has spread off the ring mat. George Foreman doing his best to stop it. 2 more guys going into the ring. Obviously, emotions were flowing high on both sides. We're very concerned about the status of Lou Duva, who appeared to be in extremely dire physical straits. He was taken away on a stretcher. In fact, Duva's being taken out on a gurney right now, and we hope that they can get it through the crowd. And it appears to us that Lou is moving his head. Yes, in fact, he's lifting his head up off the gurney, so he's obviously conscious. That's a very good sign. If you follow boxing, you know that Lou has had coronary difficulties within the past year. It's of extreme importance to his life that they get him out of there. We're told that police are being knocked down at ringside, and that police have been thrown out of the ring by some of the thugs who are in there conducting this ongoing riot. It happened right in front of us on our side of the ring, and it appeared to begin when somebody raced across the ring from Bowe's corner area into the Golota corner area, apparently for the purpose of attacking Golota after the last low blow and the disqualification, and now the riot has spread to the far side of the ring, and I see some people who are jumping on top of people at ringside and beating people with chairs. Larry, what do you see down there?
Well, I don't see anything except a lot of energy, bodies being thrown around, people watching, trying to see what's, you know, who these last of the hooligans are who insist on imposing themselves on what is supposed to be organized mayhem. We have disorganized mayhem in the ring at this moment.
Yeah. Well, this kind of scene took place after the first Bowe Holyfield fight as well. And maybe it's just a coincidence that the same fighter was involved, but it's a black mark on the sport. This has been an extremely ugly scene so far, and it continues at ringside, where now the riot has moved down to floor level. Now we're told that Riddick Bowe is still a part of that crowd down there, and they're trying to escort Bowe to the locker room, and they've gotten him into the tunnel area. There's a melee of people surrounding Riddick, and now he's into the tunnel area and out of harm's way, where now the riot has moved down to floor level. Now we're told that Riddick Bowe is still a part of that crowd down there, and they're trying to escort Bowe to the locker room, and they've gotten him into the tunnel area. There's a melee of people surrounding Riddick, and now he's into the tunnel area and out of harm's way. Where's Golota? Does anybody know where Golota is?
I can't see Golota at all. I don't, you know, basically I'm standing here and watching like everybody else and seeing about 10% of what really is going on. I find myself wondering what Riddick Bowe was doing down in there. Golota was smart enough to get out of here, although I assume he was the target of some of these angry Bowe fans. But they ought to be, I don't know, thankful for what happened, because Bowe looked like he was on his way to losing the fight, to losing his stature and status in prize fighting, up until the time that Golota just couldn't control that left hand, George.
And I think it was really an accident. He's fighting a taller guy. He's not accustomed to it. His waist is wet real high. It wasn't intentional. He was winning the fight. There are a lot of people upset about the way that thing went. Yeah. And I'm sorry to have to show off like this.
Well, I'll tell you.
Luke Duva's a nice man. He shouldn't have to.
Hey, George.
Yes.
I want to thank you for helping to keep us safe. Obviously, our viewers didn't see it, but George Foreman protected Larry Merchant and me from a lot of harm there at ringside. He kept at least 2 or 3 guys out of the ring by himself, and I pin a big Medal of Honor on George tonight. He did a big service for Larry and me and the rest around us at ringside, and for a lot of people who were over on our side of the ring. Thank you.
This is the rematch we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white, trimmed with red, and weighing in at 239 pounds.
That's you, baby.
His professional record, 28 victories with 25 knockouts and only 1 loss. That by disqualification to the man he faces tonight. He is the pride of Poland, now living and fighting out of the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Andrew and his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He's wearing a red trimmed with gold and weighs 235 pounds. This 1988 Olympic silver medalist now has a professional record of 39 victories, 32 by KO with only 1 defeat. He is the pride and joy of Brooklyn, New York, a 2-time world heavyweight champion and former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick Big Daddy
All right, boxers, you received your instructions in the dressing room. Anything below here is low. Anything below here is low. Okay? Let's keep your punches up. Obey my commands. Let's touch gloves. Have a good, clean fight. Let's touch gloves.
Riddick Bowe comes out of the mean streets of Brooklyn and rose to prominence. Andrew Golota rose from the mean streets of Warsaw. Let's hope they conduct themselves with honor tonight.
And you saw the police uniforms at ringside, so woefully absent on the night of July 11, so fully in evidence everywhere in the arena here tonight. But still, this is a live, electric crowd as round one begins. Riddick Bowe wore into the ring a robe with the name of his mother, Dorothy Bowe, on the back. She's the one who told him after the first fight, if you're going to get your ass whipped like that, you ought to retire.
In the early stages, both fighters, they are both looking for to establish the dominance of the left jab. Riddick Bowe went down this time to the body jabbing.
No mystery to what Golota wants to do. He works off the jab as well.
Golota's summation of the first fight was, I destroyed his jab. The issue here is whether Riddick Bowe has put it together again.
A lot of people expected Bowe to come out firing and try to make an impression early on Golota. If so, he's trying to make a tactical impression. There is no immediate firestorm here.
Riddick Bowe is going down, even trying to throw a right hand to the body.
And there's a vicious left jab that landed flush for Golota.
Missing with right hands. This could be the beginning of the old stuff. Riddick Bowe want to stay in charge here. You got to make sure every right hand thrown connects.
Golota doubling the jab and jabbing right through Bowe's guard. They're tripling the jab, and the Polish-American contingent in the crowd already rising from their seats.
Andrew Golota is a lot better fighter moving backwards than he is coming forward. Riddick Bowe should move back a little bit. Let him come into his right hand. Since you can't find it reaching at him, let him come to you.
Bowe not yet really stepping forward and extending on the jab. Golota has been able to pop his as he does there. So far, round one of Bowe Golota 2 looks a lot like round one of Bowe Golota 1. Wild misses by Bowe. Golota had a very precise round. Riddick Bowe tonight without the legendary Eddie Futch.
All right, now listen to me, Bowe.
For the first time, Thel Torrance with the Q-tip behind his ear is now the chief trainer.
Take that jab and keep that hand right in front of you, okay? When you use your jab, step in and don't pull away from those punches. When he jab with him. Jab with him. And keep your hands up as you walk to him, okay? Now you got to establish the jab. Establish the jab with the jab in the paint. But keep your hands up and do not pull back to the shot.
Has Golota again destroyed Bowe's jab? Take a look. And there again. That was the same sequence. What I noticed, George, in the first round is that Bowe, who is a naturally aggressive fighter, was trying to be more measured, and that he seemed a little uncomfortable or awkward in that stance.
That's true. And each time that Golota was able to land with that left jab, Bowe was getting ready to throw a right hand.
In round one, by punch stat numbers, Andrew Golota landed almost twice as many punches as Riddick Bowe, 26-14. He was more accurate with the jab as well, although Bowe, to his credit, attempted 41 jabs in the first round.
Last time, Bowe would land a left jab and then move his head back, and Golota would catch him on the counter. He's got to move his feet.
Golota landed his first left hook about 10 seconds ago. So far, Golota fighting a tactical fight at distance from Bowe. Apparently confident that his longer reach and stiffer jab can give him the edge from out here. Hard power punches from Golota. Bowe goes down. Second time in his career that Bowe's been down, and he's wobbling badly. This was a good left-right combo by Golota. Plenty of time left in the round, and Golota looks as calm as an assassin as he steps back in.
And his first punch is to the body.
Bowe's not answering here.
Riddick Bowe doesn't know where he is.
And let's see if Golota can finish, George. You tell us about the techniques he'll use.
Well, he caught Riddick Bowe not prepared, but now when a guy knows you're going to knock him out, he has a tendency to cover up. And Golota has to be careful. Don't give him any courage by letting him land a good shot.
So far, Bowe hasn't been able to counter with anything. He's trying. He gets a left hand in there. Now a right hand for Bowe as he finds himself a little bit, but Golota wobbles him again. Golota to the body. Bowe finally holds on. Golota's landed a lot of leather here. If Riddick Bowe makes it out of the round, it'll be an act of Herculean courage. Golota again to the body. Hard right hand shot and another. Bowe's taking a vicious storm of punishment. A left hand counter landed for Bowe. He's not really sure what he's doing in there. He's just reaching and throwing.
Go to the corner. Look here. Look here. No.
Eddie Cotton starts to talk to Golota about low blows. And this will save Riddick Bowe in round 2.
I think
He's taking a headbutt. He's taking a point away from Golota for
Yeah,
a
that's a
headbutt.
headbutt.
And he's giving Bowe a chance to revive.
Okay.
And there's a cut over or under Golota's eye. I'm not sure which. But Golota has a seemingly dangerous cut. I think it's on the left eye.
Golota was very smart. He went back to the body.
10 seconds left in the round.
I gave Golota a 2-point round because it was a 3-point round, and a point got taken away.
I was trying to tell you the middle of the break. You cannot. Where's Sam? Sam, give me the goddamn water.
A sensational round. Where is the cut? It looks like it's in a bad place, right over the eye on the lid. Take a look at the knockdown. The punch landed high. You saw it landed almost on the scalp, George, above the ear.
He came back with that left hook, which he so often does.
Yeah, you pointed out, George, how Golota finishes every combination with the left hook.
He's well schooled. You always finish up and get yourself back in position with your left hook.
Eddie Futch said that Riddick Bowe is a lost cause. Is he? He comes out fighting.
He's no lost cause, but he's in there with one tough fighter.
Bowe landed a long right hand, which could start the bleeding on Golota's left eye again. Golota seems a little bit more tentative, perhaps worried about the effect of that cut.
This is where experience comes in. You've been in that shape before, fight your way out of it. Golota, he's picking up experience.
One thing is for sure, George, as Bowe lands another long right hand. Riddick Bowe might save himself with right hands and power punches here, but Golota has the longer, stiffer, better jab again.
Now Golota is starting to slow down, looking for one shot, too.
Good job, Phil. Listen up.
You see, he lands the left hook. He doesn't come back with his right hand. If he keeps the combinations up, believe me, he can get Riddick Bowe right back in that same condition.
Golota landed a low blow in there, and if he does that a few times, that could get him thinking some negative thoughts. Already he's got to worry about the left eye.
And he's forgetting how to position himself away from Riddick Bowe's uppercut.
Let's go. Step back.
Bowe's making a nice little comeback at close quarters and getting inside Golota's jab. When they step back out at distance, Andrew dominates.
Why is Golota staying in so close, do you think, George?
And he's not doing it like he did the last time. He's allowing Riddick Bowe to come up with that uppercut.
Yeah, he's not turning sideways as effectively.
And he was so perfect last time. This time he's got to be more perfect with punches.
Blood all around Golota's left eye. Hard to tell whether it's damaging his vision at this point. Now he's starting to blink, and no question, Bowe is targeting the left eye with those looping overhand rights, and that's a good punch for Riddick.
Golota can only step back there and get his combinations back up. He can regain control of this fight.
But Golota's thought process doesn't seem to be as clear now as it was in the first 2 rounds. And Bowe is going to the power punches that might turn it around for him.
Golota is a good fighter, but Riddick Bowe is possibly the bravest fighter I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. Next to Muhammad Ali.
What makes you say that?
You knock him down, he's just seemed to forgotten all about it. Hey, I'm in control.
Hard left hand by Golota. Bowe lands a right. They fire away at each other. Unbelievable.
And Bowe can take credit for that round because of the extra conditioning that he put himself through.
If you don't show me something this round, I'm gonna stop. The guy ain't doing nothing, but you understand what I'm saying? Now take a deep breath.
Guy can't stand up.
Take a deep breath. Breathe. Now tell me what you're gonna do. You're gonna jab, right? You're gonna jab. You're gonna put straight right hands behind.
The guy is snap.
Golota is relentless. He's in better shape. His head is clear. He's trying to get through Bowe's defenses, taking his time, looking for one big shot. That almost was it. And in Bowe's corner, they were saying to him, if you don't do something here, we'll stop the fight.
Believe me, they wouldn't do him an injustice.
You heard Thel Torrance saying, I'm going to stop it if you don't show me something. Harold, how you got it?
Jim, 5 rounds to 2, but only 65-63 Andrew Golota. The reason he's not ahead more on the points is because he lost those 2 points that Eddie Cotton took away. But still, 5-2, 65-63 Andrew Golota.
By punch stat numbers, round 7 was a brutal massacre. Golota landing 43 power shots to only 6 punches for Bowe. There it is again. Riddick's going to have to hope to get lucky and answer this with a haymaker, because when they start to box again, Golota has all the answers now.
I don't think that Riddick Bowe has another haymaker in his bag. It's seldom that you see heavyweights take that many shots without going down. So these are the kind of fights that damages a young man's career.
Bowe's 29. Hard right hand. Golota ate 2 right hands there. But comes back with a brutal shot of his own.
Where did that come from? Where did Riddick Bowe find that?
Some reservoir of courage and will. This may well be the end of his career near the top of the heavyweight division, but he has shown you a lot of heart.
Riddick Bowe went downstairs this time, maybe accidentally, maybe not.
And Golota was right there on the belt line again. Mostly he's staying upstairs because it's so easy. He fires a left cross out of the southpaw stance and then eats a jab, and it snaps his head back. Again, it looks like Rocky in there.
Golota does so much better when he throws little short punches without too much power on them. He never can miss. But when he throws the big shots, he seems to miss and give Bowe more courage.
He's doing some damage out of that southpaw stance, George. He's landed the left cross twice out of the southpaw stance. Now as he sets to punch, Riddick Bowe gets in a couple.
Stop punching.
The referee is looking really good at Riddick Bowe now.
Remember, Riddick Bowe had 3 hard fights against Evander Holyfield. He's had other fights that he won in which he absorbed a lot of punishment. Sometimes a fighter is old when he's 29.
Well, if you're in Bowe's camp and you're looking for some sign of encouragement, here it is. Bowe's gone more than 8 rounds 4 times in his career. Golota only once, and Golota has in the past shown a tendency to tire down the stretch.
Inhale through your nose and blow it out your mouth. Come on, fill up your lungs. Keep your arms down off the rope. Keep your arms down off the rope.
Okay. So this guy's dead tired, but you gotta show him something, okay? Take a deep breath. Give me a deep breath.
Calm down, baby. Relax.
Give me a deep breath.
See more double jabs. Good, strong. You got to step into him. You can't lay it in. Step in with the jab. Right hand behind it. This is the 9th round coming up. We got 2 rounds. You got to pick it up now.
Andrew, you got to snap your jab. Let me see that strength you got now. You're the strength.
And just with the left hand, okay?
Let's go. Hands up. Let me see.
There's Rock Newman, Bowe's manager, seated in the 2nd row, pretty close to ringside, trying to get some signals to Riddick through some of the delays earlier in the fight. Now just watching and hoping.
Wipe that corner up. Get him to wipe that corner up.
Round 9 of a scheduled 10. Less than 6 minutes to go. It's been an unbelievable war.
Riddick Bowe's body seems to have been the only thing that's whipping him. This body just doesn't know how to control this 235 pounds.
Bowe still got some quickness.
Yeah, but he's knocking himself out with those big right hands when he misses.
What a job Joe Souza has done with Golota's 2 cuts. If Andrew wins the fight, Souza's one of the heroes. Now Golota goes to war in the corner just above us, trying to put Bowe in George Foreman's lap.
He almost did. Golota is doing right to measure Riddick Bowe.
Vicious right hand.
Don't try to do it with one shot. Do it with an accumulation of little shots.
Problem is he can't go to the body, George. He doesn't dare. Golota slips as he tries to throw there and just pops Bowe with a couple little shots inside and lands another solid right. And Riddick Bowe shows unbelievable guts.
Good body punch. Now that was not low and it hurt Riddick Bowe.
Counter right landed for Bowe, and Golota backs up and stops punching. Still more than a minute to go in the 9th. Trouble for Bowe now. If he somehow manages to hurt Golota, he might not even know it.
This is one of those fights that speaks for itself.
Now the blood streaming from the cut above Golota's left eye.
Golota got hurt that time. Riddick Bowe doesn't even seem to know it.
It'd be interesting to see if Bell Torrance would stop it after this round, or if he'll let his man go out for the 10th. Bowe hasn't shown much in this particular round.
When you get to this point of a fight, it's not about what you see outside, it's about what they have inside.
The referee is deciding not to even bring in those low shots now. He's not even talking about them. He's allowing them to throw low if they happen to do it.
Stop punching, stop punching, stop punching, stop punching, stop punching.
2 exhausted warriors. Bloody, sweaty, hurt. What else is there, George?
Boy, this is the pain.
Semi-conscious.
Low blows, and down goes Bowe again.
Yeah, that's it.
And Cotton is not thinking disqualification.
He's calling the fight over.
That's it.
He's calling the
thinking disqualification.
He's disqualified Golota again.
That's right to do this time.
There's no point.
That's right.
No, he's deducting points. He didn't stop the fight. He's deducting points.
Larry Hazard came into the ring and told Cotton to take a point. What's going on here?
Well, they might think that's the end of the fight.
He disqualified
He
him.
did disqualify him?
The fight is over. Another disqualification.
And it's right. This guy didn't have to go down there, and you can't protect where he's hitting. He's hitting beside that cup. The cup is not protecting where he's throwing.
I think this fight might knock out both fighters.
Unbelievable.
Golota whipped Riddick Bowe this time, hands down. And why do you have to go down? Why do you have to hit?
He can't stop himself,
No,
George.
he couldn't stop. That's not deliberate, George.
It was deliberate, Larry.
No, I don't believe that for a moment. I don't believe it for a moment. I just think
his corner told him, don't go to the body anymore.
And he couldn't. And he
so
just,
why do you go to the body unless you're deliberately trying to do something?
Because he's hurt and he can't think. And
Fighting on instinct.
punch.
Yeah, but you're going to have to think about that when the referee's warned you several times.
Very good, Eddie.
Riddick Bowe got whipped.
Golota didn't get the same patience out of Wayne Kelly, or out of Eddie Cotton, that he got out of Wayne Kelly in New York.
Look at that, over and over. And Larry, you can't say these are accidents. You got to forget that.
Enforce the rules. You don't have
One, two.
You warned them.
One shot is an accident. Two.
Butted him with his head.
And the referee tried his best not to call a few of them early on.
He butted him with his head. And he says, hey, the guy was...
Golota may be the best fighter in the world today who can't win a fight honestly. He beat Riddick Bowe, and I believe he can whip any fighter if he's given an opportunity in the ring.
Harold Letterman in New York. Wayne Kelly elected to warn twice, took 3 points away, and finally disqualified Golota on the 6th citation for low blows.